Joining us live now from Istanbul is Ahmed Al-Burai, a lecturer at Istanbul's Aydin University, an economist who specialises in Middle East issues. Thank you for being with us. So do you think this mediation that's being talked about and the kind of de-escalation attempts will work?
I do believe that Turkey would be a great player in terms of the de-escalation. If Turkey mediate between the two parties, I do believe that they do have the leverage and they could practice more pressure on the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia and trying to take both parts to the negotiation table and in order to find a reconciliation at the end of the day, because the whole region is already in turmoil, and Turkey believes that we cannot stand any other crises in the Gulf countries, mainly with Qatar, that is considered for Turkey as the what they call the breathing valve for Turkey. And they have, in Qatar you have the second Turkish military base in the whole region. So I believe that the mediation of either Turkey from the one hand or Kuwait could lead to a real de-escalation of the current crisis.
What about the role of the US in this? Because we've heard from the White House that the president is working to de-escalate tensions, as it was described. What role do you think, how do you think the US will approach this?
For the United States, for the Trump administration, Qatar is a strategic ally, and Qatar has the one of the biggest military bases for the United States in the Middle East. And they cannot simply relinquish Qatar, or they cannot simply let Qatar turn to a most tumultuous state, or a state that is living a turbulent political conditions. That's why I believe that the Trump administration is seriously interested in resolving the problem, the current rift between the different parties peacefully, because the main priority of the Trump administration is to fight ISIS in the region. And I think that they do believe that the leverage of Qatar in this fight is going to be essential, and Qatar will be indispensable alongside the other countries. But if you have a rift or a spat that we're living now between these Gulf countries, the main allies of the United States, I don't believe that the bending fight against ISIS in Raqqa or the current fight against ISIS in Mosul is going to come to real conclusions on the ground.
And so just to go back to the history of this, why do you think this sudden escalation at this particular point? I mean, do you think that the visit by Trump to the region was a precursor to this, that people have suggested that perhaps some of these countries might have been emboldened to act in this way because of what they felt was support from President Trump?
It's no secret when you say that there is a clear division or divergence in standpoints between the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia from the one hand, and Qatar from the other hand. Since the outset of the Arab Spring, Qatar has decided to take part of the Arab Spring, the Arab Revolution, while the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia, they preferred to support the autocrats and the dictators who used to bring what so-called superficial stability in the region. The recent fabrications attributed to the Emir of Qatar and the leaks of the ambassador of the UAE is just the tip of the iceberg. I do believe that we are going to witness or to live these kind of crises between, or different conflicting standpoints between all the parties involved, as far as they have different geopolitical interests from the one hand, and from the other hand they do have different standpoints to the people on the ground. The Qataris, they believe that we should satisfy the aspirations of the nations, while the UAE and Saudi Arabia, they stand with their main allies, the Arab governors, the Arab presidents and rulers who are perceived by their nations as dictators.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Ahmed Al-Burai. We have to leave it there. Thank you.